right. Should be live back on Tuesday. Going on 3 streams in a row, I think. 3 days of streaming in a row, I should say. Looks like we're recording right. Today we're going to work on the app tutorial, which is hopefully what I successfully named this. Updates in the app since yesterday's stream. I don't think there's really been any. Again, some minor updates to the background calculations of the shop. Making sure that I had all the kinks ironed out for sponsor discounts. Yeah, started building out this file, and as I go, we might as well stream it. I found some random study beats. Listen to some music. I wonder how that's coming through. I really have no idea. Never done that before. Got volume control. Hopefully I didn't make that really loud just then. I think right now it's really quiet. My mic's turned all the way up. Desktop audio is down pretty low. I'll have to go back and rewatch this. I guess let's make it a little quieter to go on the safe side. If I need to make it louder in the next one, I will, if I want to listen to music in the next stream. Yeah, so the goal right now is, I want it to be a little quieter for me. The goal right now is to build out the app tutorial. So right now, first launch of the app, you just can take the main menu. I want there to be a pretty coherent tutorial that pops up as things are unlocked. I thought that was one of the many weak points of the initial Throw with the Pros app. Just the chair. Alright, and I want that to be a little clearer this time. So we've got our variables here. These are going to track whether or not the tutorial has been shown. Let me think about this. So in the new language, everything in this app I've either never done before or I've only done once before. If I did it once before, it's been probably a year since I did it. And I'm trying to do it in a whole new language. So, and I'm not a coder by nature. I think it suits me a little bit, but no professional experience prior to the first Throw with the Pros. So, no experience at all prior to Throw with the Pros. So anyways, my point being that I need to slow down and think through this a little bit on how I want to implement it. So essentially I just need a dialog to pop up whenever that is false on main menu app launch. So let's start with that. How to show a dialog over the entire... Do I have an on appear action for these? copy and paste and see what this looks like. So I do have that in here. Give me an elevated button. I've got those. It's not a very clean one. Maybe a better one. This one's full code for one of my elevated buttons, just so I can copy and paste it without having to try to type it from memory. Those are a little too big. This will have what I'm looking for. No, it's still. I guess I could just copy the correct text in there. Alright, so we're going to go to the main menu. We got this. Instead of this, we're going to throw the elevated button. Yeah, I'm not sure what the new keyboard was, so I should have try this. Let's see what that does. I guess let's just reload the app. It does pop up. Let's try it again. Like, how quick is that? It seems fairly quick. Possible for on the app launch for the user to manage to click one of these buttons with dial actions. I can probably disable buttons until the users click the button on the dialog. I might need to check that. That seems like a minor issue. Let me grab the phone real quick. Turn the ringer off. Listen to that. Alright, so we've got our dialogue that's going to pop up. I'm not entirely sure how all this is going to look. Let's, where do I have a good dialogue that pops up? Probably in the profile. It's not very clean looking, but it'll be structured the way I want it to be, which is the most important. And this is what I'm looking for. I want to be able to fully customize the text, and it's easier for me to just go find it and copy and paste. And try to, on cue, remember all of the modifiers I'd want to put in there. I guess that's right. This is not. Should be back here too. Welcome to Pro with the Pros. Let's see how that looks. Show me my dialogue. Needs to be quite a bit bigger. Let's go 30. And I wonder. I did not. I'm gonna have to reload the view to get to updating it. So it will automatically pad it for me. I want Throw with the Pros to be on a new line. That does it. So I'm trying to keep throw to the next line. ahead and wrap that in a column. Thank you. Lovely. Okay. Then we get rid of this. So the first one's just welcome to. Next one is throw with the pros. And we'll make this one 20. See what that looks like. Yeah? Not too bad. We can always tweak it later. But, closer. Okay? Alright, and then tutorials, welcome message, explains the general idea. So these are all notes I wrote to myself. Just so I can keep in mind how I want the tutorial to function. So content, and this needs to be customizable as well. Which one am I on right now? I'm on 3, okay, so I'm on the smaller one. Come on. These little suggestion boxes pop up. That's me when I'm trying to focus. This is too negative. Give me something happy. I don't want words because then I get distracted. This is not music I typically listen to. I just want something in the background. I could also just throw on actual music. Let's try this. Is this better? It's a good sign on the first song, right? Give it a go. We'll give this one a try. Okay, so we got our text. Welcome to Throw with the Pros. Compete against AI, earn payouts, buy gear, and take on a pro tour season. And let's go new line. To get started, go to the Courses tab and add the next. Maybe add your local course to play on. That's not very smooth. Let's hit this again. Too many positional arguments, zero allowed, one found. Oh, I have 2 comments. Show that message. Alternating between coffee and sparkling water. Because I want coffee, but it's also hot outside generally. I came from outside, so I'm warm. And coffee's hot. Okay. The look of this could obviously be improved, but as with everything else right now, we're going for function, and then form will follow. Welcome to Throw with the Pros. Compete against AI, earn payouts by gear, take on pro tours. To get started, go to the Courses tab. So let's change that to go to navigate to the Courses view. That's pretty good. Before I code the next part of the tutorial, I'm wondering if I need to set up the add a course feature. Because the users are going to be required to add a course before they can move on in this tutorial. Because you can't play tournaments in the show or something. Button set up first. So this needs to just say dismiss. This should probably be wrapped in a center. Here, and there goes 1,000 of them. I shorten this one up, shorten these functions up, and I mean it's this short now. This is wonderful. The whole file is reduced to that. So nice. Anywho, all right, back to tutorials. Functions to close out each of these variables, so when the tutorial's been completed, these will all close up. Let's go ahead and create the rest of the variables first so I can do them all at once. So tournament, playing round tournament finishes, all the way until the user has started the tournament. That's going to be tournament setup there. Users completed a tournament. This will all be shown. Take them to the shop. Stag, bar, shop, summary, cleared. Let's call these individual ones. So shop, bag, shop, cleared. Sponsor, shop, cleared. And then IP. Shop views. Those will explain how things are unlocked. Sponsor should only be unlocked. That's a valid point. So sponsors are going to come later. So let's just call the shop summary clear. Sponsor shop will be its own thing. IP shop will be its own thing. Shop should be its own thing. Let's just call that display case. So I'm just creating all the variables right now to track whether the tutorial has been shown. Now let's do a quick Q series, Q tier summary cleared, Once the user unlocks their first queue tier, we'll show that. Once they unlock their first tour card, tour life summary cleared. And then we'll need to show individual tutorials for those. Probably want to show a tutorial for the match play, for the playoffs, for the finale, and for the season ending. So I'm going to take the same way I made these rails, and I'm actually going to copy a bunch of these over to the rewards file, because that's where they should be anyways. Username can stay. Where's statistics at? Statistics are under rewards, right? Yes. So this clear. Do I want to change the name of that? Welcome message tutorial. I feel like tutorial probably sounds better. And that way I can just copy these over too. So let's go through this. I'm going to change the naming for these. So I think that sounds a little bit better. And this isn't fine. These pop-ups can go away. I could probably do a find and replace all. That's right, we're gonna know. We are committed. We'll create all the variables, and then these keys that I'm making at the bottom are so that that's basically the naming convention for saving things to the app misreading one of these variables. That's the goal. Const add course tutorial key. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18 more. Obviously going to function differently. The finale is going to function a little bit differently. Playoffs are going to be stroke play, but I want to explain points, what's going to be required to keep moving forward in the playoffs, or to notify the user if they didn't actually even qualify for the playoffs in the Pro Tour season. Alright, so we've got those. Now, what is the best way to go about this? I think the best way is... individual function for each variable, but that seems very poor. I'm noticing that my coding screen capture is all the way up. Has that just been absolutely killing this whole stream? It looks like it was coming through that and not the desktop audio. That would be brutal. I apologize if that's been ridiculously loud. Hopefully it hasn't. I'm turning it down. I guess I'll have a good gauge now of what volume it needs to be at. Yikes. It's either been terribly loud and now it's better, or it was fine, and now you can hardly hear it. I'm hoping it's the second one. As long as you can hear me. Maybe that's a bad thing too. Maybe the music should be louder. I could just do a single variable and just pass in the right variable key each time. But then the issue is that when I'm calling that, I guess, no, that's fine, because every time I'm dismissing a tutorial, I'm only going to be doing it one at a time. Like, I'm only going to be changing one of these to true one at a time. I'll never be doing it in bold. So this is going to be void save tutorial progress. And we're going to call it bool. Now let's do string key bool value. Sync. And then every time I want to, I'll just pass in this variable as the key value to be true, and then this will take care of the rest. That should be good. I think that is a clean way to go about it. Probably obvious to some, but it took me a second. And then we'll go here. Default set bool. And this is just going to be key. And this is going to be value. And it's that easy. So every time I want to update one, I just call this function. And we should save it. And then that way the user doesn't have to watch that tutorial again. Seems pretty good, right? One thing I'm not doing with the app right now, really just for the sake of testing, because it would slow stuff down, is I'm not reading a lot of the app. For example, right now I can start a tournament and close out the app and it'll save progress. Why did that just crash? Collector disk progress. Oh. We don't want the score reducer. This is not how this is functioning, so that just needs to go away. I haven't actually tested out the tournament since I added in all the collector's disc updates. Are there still problems? I'm going to get rid of that. That's probably not something I actually want in the app anyways. Tutorials, in fairness, I probably don't need convert. I will get rid of that. Let's add in the missing comma. And let's try this again. Trying to prove my point, the app will save tournament progress. I actually can get it to launch here. So I can come in here, throw in some values, and say we aced the last one. And then I can restart the app. And then we should have our resume button here. And that'll kick us over. The resume button looked terrible, but the point being that the app saves progress. It works for tournaments. I'm actually not making any effort right now. I haven't coded it in. I shouldn't say not making any effort. Haven't coded it in to read any other variables. So right now, if you earn a payout, the app's not saving it. If you complete a tutorial, obviously the app's not saying it. I just added those in. That's something that's easy for me to do. I just haven't done it yet because otherwise, every time I'm testing things, I want to do it from a fresh start. If I had to like progress a certain amount of way through the app every time I wanted to test a specific feature, that would take me a while. And I'm sure that there are better ways to test things, but I don't know about them. If someone does and they want to tell me about it, I'd love to hear it. All right, that's our tutorial variables. We've got the first one to pop up, and then we can dismiss it. So I guess let's go test out disabling all the other variables. All the other buttons, except for courses. Let's see if I can accomplish that. Let's do a quick Google search. Disable a button in Flutter. Press to null. Interesting. Turning from the docs. Let me go to the docs and see if it's updated. Got it. Is there anything about disabling? Let's just disable. So here they are still just setting it as null. And how are they doing that here? This. Elevated button on press. So this is going to instead say on press null here. And then should this still be that icon? Action on pressed. True. False. Tutorials dot welcome message tutorial. And I need to go read the tutorial file. So let's do that here. Tutorials. When I come down here, is that correct? If it's, I assume if this is true, that's what runs. If it's not true, null runs. And I want that to be the opposite. So I need, if this is false, well, actually, null means, shit. Gotta think here. This is not that hard. I'm just slow right now. Oh my gosh. All right, null means it's disabled. I want those buttons to be disabled if a tutorial variable is not true. So if the tutorial variable, if this is false, then I want it to be null. So this actually should just stay as is. That easy? Let's format that. This right now is set as false. So hopefully this means that I start this and the tour live button is, I did that on a button it's not even showing. That was so stupid. Do it on the profile button. Hopefully this just works and we don't need to worry about it. Format and reload. And now the profile button hopefully is disabled. It's not disabled. Do I have that backwards? Does that fix it? If it's false, So right now this is false, right? That's what I have it set as. It's false. So the way this works is the exclamation point makes this true. And if it's true, it shows null. Otherwise, it shows that. So these all need to be exclamation points. Okay. I'm realizing now I do not have anything to explain. I've got add course. I probably want one for courses summary. Summary tutorial key equals courses summary tutorial. And then I need one for profile, which we will wait to show until after the shop. Static var profile tutorial equals false. After IAPs, trying to keep all these in order just to make it a little bit easier to read maybe. Tutorial key. I never went back and added key to these, so I've got to do that. Profile tutorial. And then I'm probably going to want one for stats in the trophy room. Yep. Okay. Static var user statistics tutorial equals false. Static var trophy room tutorial equals false. User statistics, and let me copy trophy room. All right, and then let's go highlight key. And let's go and add this to all of these. This might just be easier to do with the arrow key, so I don't have to deal with the boxes. This is also annoying, but we're making it work. Key. I think this definitely went faster than using the mouse. All right, so those all have key now. We've got our tutorials there. And then these will just need to adjust based on at which point in the tutorial do I want each button to be available. But let's go ahead and do this for the rest of them. This needs to be changed to shop name. Elevated button. Courses does nothing right now. It's not true. What the heck is this? Oh, it was minimized. I was like, what? Course's name. So right now I'm just going through and adding that same disabled action to all these buttons, so they won't work. Well, and actually, that one's actually right. Courses should be disabled. And then on dismiss, okay, let's try this real quick, make sure I have a solid grasp of how this is going to work. Okay, so the idea here is that I'm going to load it up. Well, let me finish this. I got to make the action for when that initial dialogue is dismissed. This one needs to be set state. Oh, well, I say that. It's not... It doesn't need to be set state. It's not really within the builder, or does the builder even really have it? Oh, that may cause an issue. I'm doing this right. Extends change notifier. Maybe we try this. Maybe. Try this. If that's the case, I'm probably going to get rid of this function because I might have to do this for every variable. And I'm guaranteed there's a cleaner way to do that. But I'm not sure. Update. Tutorials.update. Tutorials. I call it update welcome message. Update welcome message. How do I access it then? Trying to call this function. But I cannot seem to do it. What error is it kicking? Instance member. Let's just do a Google search here. Tell me what the issue is. How to use notify listeners Flutter. What am I doing wrong there? Provider of. My concern is that it's not going to update. So my concern is that if I run this, I want everything to be disabled. And the variable's not updating. Road to Pro should be. Change the on press there. On pressed. Then I need this. Format. Okay. But the issue is that the variable's not updating. Everything should be disabled, and then courses should not be. But they're all disabled because where is it at? This is not updating this actual value and then refreshing the view. I can't use the set state because it's outside of the view. Oh man. I've gotten variables to update previously, but I'm using set state, which is essentially reloading the builder for the view. But it seems like in main menu to get this to load and you get the dialog to show over the top, I'm not within this view. What? I need a way to figure this out because I'm going to run into this issue for every single tutorial variable. Trying to find a way to continue this with the current structure I have. Change notification API. Okay. And void increment. count plus equal to 1. Notify listeners. On pressed counter dot increment. Pressed, but I need this. So it seems like I need to declare these all as variables. Final tutorials. Welcome tutorial. Welcome message is equal to tutorials. That doesn't seem right. Or maybe this is, maybe I can do this. And then take me back to this tutorials. Update welcome message. Message equals true, notify listeners. And then we can do save tutorial progress separately. So then the thought is here. This can instead be on pressed tutorials dot welcome. No, what am I doing wrong there? How are they calling it? Counter dot increment. Update welcome message. This one should just be welcome message tutorial. Oh, is it this? Void function. Type bool. But if I make this a capital, it works? No. No, because I can't have this. But that doesn't work because it can't be accessed through an instance. On pressed, it's a function. Update welcome message. Comma. Confused because I feel like I'm doing this the exact same way that they had it as. Okay, that did not seem to work. But if I do the dismiss, tutorials dot update welcome message. Will all the ones reading that value then? If this works, then the courses button will be clickable. Didn't work. Update welcome message. And then how are they reading that value? Text current counter value. They're actually doing listener, listenable builder, counter notifier is called as a final. It's so annoying. It seems like such a complex. Maybe it's not complex. It feels like a very complex way to go about this. Like I'm creating 5 different instances of a variable just so I can listen to it once. I guess I'm going to try to build it out like that. Tutorials. But I can't. It doesn't let me listen to that. Like I can't just plug that in here. Because that's what I was trying previously, wasn't it? On pressed tutorials. Summary tutorial. Did this again. So it should in principle be the exact same thing, but this can't be accessed through an instance, although this can, and they should be the same thing. Must be initialized. Final tutorials tutorial is not exactly how they set this up. It's exactly how. Class counter model with change notifier. Does that need to say with? Does it not say with? Extends with. I don't fully understand what the difference is there. It still doesn't change this. Count, get, count. Final. This notifier, I don't know what this required this is. But I don't like it. Try using the class tutorials. What if I use the class tutorials, it doesn't update? Is it really this hard in Flutter to create global variables, essentially? It seems like it is. It seems like it is this hard. This is a bit annoying. I don't think this works. I'm gonna try it though, just to say that I did. Set state. Pull this and put it where is dismiss, right here. I'm not getting a bug there, which is good, which makes me think maybe this is gonna work. Fingers crossed. Tutorials. What do we think? Is that gonna work? That did the trick. All right, that's wonderful. Let me get rid of all the stupid stuff I just put in there to begin with. Silly. What a waste. All right. I assumed because it was outside of, because I was calling a set state outside of the actual state, the builder, that it would not work, but it works. I guess because it's within the same class. Can I get rid of this? I don't think I'm calling that anywhere, right? Nope. Get rid of it. Okay. So the tutorial, I at least know how to make that work now, which is great. So the idea here is that everything is disabled, upgrade's not disabled. Let's go fix that real quick. On pressed. Upgrade currently does nothing. Print. Upgrade pressed. So now the upgrade button should be disabled too. Yep, beautiful. Okay, so the idea here, on initial app launch, there won't be any save tournaments, so the resume button won't be there. Excuse me. But we just want courses to be. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. I'm probably going to call it there for the night. We made some progress on tutorials. Very slow progress, as you can see. A lot of tweaking stuff. I actually ran out of music. That stopped a little while ago. Didn't even realize that. Anywho, that'll probably do it today. I might work on tutorials a little bit more tomorrow. I also am probably going to start building a bit more out within the actual courses view, and then also on Tour Life. That button isn't available here. I do have that set up. So in the app, there's qualifying for tour cards. I believe you have to win a Q series, a Q tier. Either win a Q tier, you can place top 3 in 3 consecutive Q tiers in a division to earn a tour card. And then once you've earned a tour card for that division, the Tour Life button shows up, which is, where's it at? This code right here. So this is basically just saying if you have a tour card, show the button for Tour Life, and then that's going to navigate to the Tour Life main menu. And so I may start building out that main menu as well. Just because going through the full app progression, Tour Life isn't going to be immediately available, but the idea is that that's ultimately what you're working towards. You've got the general tournaments, you're going through what progression is like for disc golf in real life as well. You get better. Eventually the goal is to make it on tour. And once you unlock that tour feature, then that's kind of how you proceed moving forwards. Because those events are going to be fun. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Probably see you guys tomorrow.